Hello, Gemini. I am Ulrich. I am a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the philosophical, spiritual, and also psychological card reading for the sign of Gemini. As always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Gemini for the month of January. And these are based on the natural elements in your astrological chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. Now, the 4 objects that you always see on my table are directly connected to those elements. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. However, if the object and the related video does not match your first choice, please check the other videos that are immediately connected in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, the matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. Also, I want to add, if you have questions, you can always post them in the comments below, and as soon as I have time, of course, I will answer them. Anyway, Gemini, here we go for your card reading for the month of January. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Shell or the Water group for your philosophical, spiritual, and also psychological card reading for the month of January. As the first card here, we see the card of creation. We need to be artistic in a way here. It's called here to it's time to call up on our creative mind and put it at work. Here we are asked to ignore current circumstances and rely on your inner self here to be creative. Here, this card tells us that actually inside yourself, you have something that wants to make a creation or that wants to create something. Normally, Gemini has a very creative and flexible mind. So these are, you are more of the lucky signs to be creative because your mind can be very flexible. Maybe because of circumstances in time, we are less flexible, but here we are asked to go back in time and find back that flexibility, that force of creation. Anyway, maybe we have become routinious out of a certain safety. Anyway, and you might believe that there is nothing else, only what your eyes see. We can only stay in current conditions and situations, but this card actually tells us the opposite. There's a lot of difference here with this card. Anyway, this card tells us also that it's the time to set ourselves free. If we build certain structures, certain conditions here, we need to get out of it. We need to, if we have a very boring job, also it's time maybe we reflect here to see this in a different angle here. We need to stop with boring routines here because it's time for something else with this card. Anyway, here we are reminded that all human beings in their way can be creative, and here you are urged to be creative, whatever that is for you. This could be cooking something, whatever it is. This could be small things, whatever are your abilities or abilities that you have before or abilities that you are not yet discovered. Here we are urged here to create here. When we stop creating, this is the greatest source of our power here because it gives certain joy and it actually gives us power back. Sometimes, of course, we don't know where to start. Maybe there's a lack of self-confidence and you don't know how to start, but this could be simple things. You could, as I said, you could try a new recipe, poem, art, even yourself physically. You can get a new look here. Maybe you can get a haircut, buy some new clothes, bring some color in your life if your life is a little bit gray for the moment. Anyway, we need to multiply our efforts here, and we need to get out of this predictable, safe, unsatisfying present, and we need to dive in the world of creation. Anyway, once you decided to be creative, your mind will be, is always our mind. Once we decided to be creative, our mind tends to lend a hand here. Anyway, we have nothing to lose here. The only thing you might have to lose is maybe some form of boredom, and that's exactly where you want out here, because normally this card, it points to a lack of satisfaction that we are experiencing in our life. The next card is also about physicality. Here, this card tells us that we need to love and like our body. We are in our body. We need it. It's our vehicle. It brings us everywhere. Sometimes we forget to pay attention how it works for us. Sometimes it works hard for us. And here we are asked to treat our body like a friend. Also, it serves our mind, and it's the only vehicle that we have here on this earth. So we need to take care of it. We need to preserve it. We need to maintain it, just like a car or anything that you have in your surroundings. We need to maintain the thing that brings us everywhere. Else, of course, it goes into we get problems with our body. It don't work well anymore, and this is what this card tells us. We need to take care of it here. Sometimes also this points to maybe a lack of trust in the body. Maybe some things happened in your life or in your family, and you have some trust issues with your body. It's sometimes for some people also, it can apply that they are ashamed of their body. Maybe sometimes this shame, it's not to be validated. It's not really necessary here to be shameful of your body. Anyway, if you don't feel good in your body, you want to change your look. As I said here, you can make some physical corrections here. If you don't feel physically strong, maybe you can do some sports. You can get more active for changing your looks. It all depends here, but here we are asked here to take a different look at our body, or to become more active in it here. Anyway, if we don't use our body and our mind as one here, sometimes it can mean that it would make our body sick and weak. So if you feel a little bit weak here, we need to be creative here, and we need to be more active in our body here. Anyway, here we see we need to accept that our body, it's given to us. We need to fully experience it also. Maybe you don't experience your body at the fullness here. We have our body also to experience it. It's not only there to make us suffer. It's also there for making us enjoy. So there are many forms you need to find in yourself. You need to be creative. What makes you enjoy your body? We can, of course, not exaggerate it. We need to stay in the middle. The middle ground is mostly the best thing to do. Anyway, it's like here we need to befriend our body here, so we can have peace of mind and our spirit can reside today. So here, some questions are asked from you. Is there some things that you ignore your body? Does it need something that you deny it? Did you go in extremes in one or another way? Maybe you need to energize it here. And if there's something missing, why did you not give these things to your body? Anyway, we cannot live a complete life if our body don't function well. If you don't maintain your car, it don't run. If you don't maintain your motorcycle, it don't run. We know these things out of our daily life. The same applies on our body. If no maintenance, the things start to fail. Anyway, also, it's not only the maintenance, but also we must like it, and we must see it in a different way, because we know that our spirit stays in the body, and it should be treated with respect as the vehicles that you use for your daily tasks. The last card that we are seeing here is the card that tells us that we should be more happy. We should simply laugh. This is a time to be happy, no matter in what conditions that we are. If we are creative more, and we like the way we are, and we change certain conditions in our life, we will be happy here. If life is a little bit dark for now, you are the one who can, or life is intimidating here. Here, don't take this thing too serious. Step away from current situations that are not suiting you here. And sometimes also we need to see the humor about things here. We are asked to use the forces, the strength of light. Normally, Gemini has a large friend circle. So here we are also asked, maybe we can ask some friends for help, people who we like to be around us, that make us smile, that make us laugh. Probably with this card, we have also some friends who are very humoristic, so you should contact with these friends. It will lift your spirit up also. Anyway, laughter is the voice of the mind. There's a saying that says, when we laugh, our spirit is singing here. But here it's mentioned to us that we should not laugh alone, but we should have fun with other people. Sometimes also it means that we need to balance some things out with certain people. We don't necessarily immediately need to laugh to them, but sometimes also we need to balance some things out with certain things. Anyway, we need to make fun here. With the best we can here. There's something higher above us. Anyway, it doesn't require a lot to feel happy. So if you laugh here, it tells us here that that this laugh, it will heal us also. Mostly also with this card we see the child here. We need to find back a certain childhood thing here. Maybe we appear in like with a mask upon our face, and it's not who we really are. The star is really in the box, and you are the star. So maybe we need to find certain things when we were younger back in ourselves. We need to let go of the mask. We need to let it jump out of the box and become the child here again that was once happy, and we need to find that child back. Anyway, Gemini, this is all for the water group or the shell group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you're interested in work card readings or the classic Lenormand card readings, you can find those also on my channel. Anyway, Gemini, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for doing so. Bye-bye, Gemini. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Aerosol or the Air group for your philosophical, spiritual, and also psychological card reading. As the first card that we see here, we see the person here who walks in the mountain. He carries a luggage here, baggage. So it means we have some baggage in our life, no matter what age probably. This means we already have some baggage in our life, positive or negative here. And we are still proceeding, climbing the mountain, going here on the difficult small path that leads us to the top here. But here we see the tree also. So it means life is still upon us. We are still rooted here. But sometimes this means that we tend to look back where we come from here. Maybe there are some regrets that we have in our life. Sometimes also our ego, it don't want to evolve. It gives a certain comfort, the past here, but here we are asked, if possible, to look forward. Sometimes this card tells us we are on a narrow path here, like the mountain climber, and he sees few options. But if we look to the right side, maybe we can see more possibilities. We are able to perceive more possibilities because there's a lot also air around the mountain, so we can see certain possibilities. The mountain also, it represents problems. So here it might be that we have some problems in our life and we see ourselves as a victim here, but Gemini has a very creative mind. So if you go back and you think, Gemini is the sign of thought, it's ruled by Mercury. I'm sure you can find a solution here because here we see that that we have a very changeable mind. Gemini has a very changeable mind, so we can find solution for certain problems here. Here we are asked to hold our head high and see that there are some nice things here coming on our path. Maybe around the corner here, there's some wonderful things here that lying in front of you. We just need to move on our path. Anyway, sometimes also it points that the past is ancient history and we can only learn for it, and it's very important also that we don't forget it. Anyway, the future in this when in this person is not yet clear. It's not yet clear here what's going to happen, and it can still become what you want it to be, and you have your luggage and you can apply your luggage or your experience in a positive way here. You can apply that with a certain optimism and enthusiasm. If you even want to apply it in a form of sarcasm, you can do whatever brings you forward. This is positive for you, but here we are asked to keep our perspective here, because there are some nice things for you in the future here. This is what this card tells us. We need to think positive here. We have experienced, we can move forward here, and doors are about to open for you. Of course, you need to be willing to step over the threshold. So don't look back anymore here to the past here, but of course, take your experiences with you. Here we need to see that if you move forward, you will find a certain freedom in your life here. You will find the path of life back. The next card that we are seeing here, it tells us that we need to come back down to earth. What does this card means? Well, here it tells us that we all build up an ego, a personality through the years. It's something where we go out and we act in a certain way. But in most cases, this is not who we really are. And here we need to overcome the false self of our ego or our personality that we have been creating. Here we are asked, this is actually a very nice card for Gemini because it's the double sign, the two faces here. And here we need to see that we need to be honest and we need to find our true self here. Maybe there is some failure at present. We already saw the difficulties here, but it's time here to forge yourself in a certain personality with yourself. Also, sometimes this card tells us we always put thumbs up, everything is okay. But mostly when this card is here, it means that we need to see things from another side. Because mostly it is that we are in certain circumstances in our life that are not really you. We could have come there through circumstances, to things that we build up, to certain persona, to certain conditions. But this means it's time for another path. We are already on the path. Sometimes the path is not easy, and here we see we need to take a different direction. Maybe there are few options in our life, but anyway, even if there are few options, we need to see things here from a difficult angle. Sometimes also it points that we have built up a certain ego, and this ego, or our personality, it requires a lot of attention. Sometimes it means also, I'm only the card reader here, that our ego takes up too much space, and sometimes it can mean that we require a lot of space here, and sometimes it leaves no room for other people. You made your path so narrow, maybe you become heavy-handed, or you are heavy for the people around you. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we need to get away from this superficial situation. We have a mask here now, and we need to try to get rid of this mask, this conditioning that we are in here. Anyway, there's something here artificial that we have created for protected ourselves. Here sometimes with this card, we are in certain circumstances, and if people comes to us here, we could have like not an easy personality anymore, like the mountain. The mountain is difficult, it's heavy-handed here, and here we could have give other people the feeling, don't come too close to me, because if you come too close and I need to open up, you could be hurt. But this is just an image that you have inside you. You project this in the world, but actually this is not really you. This is something that you build up through years here, and actually you're close to actually believing it. So here we need to take a step back here, come back with our feet to the earth and see who we really are. You are here in a small passage, but the small passage, the light is behind the corner here. This card tells us that we are not authentic enough. We need to get out of the routines. This card also, sometimes it tells us we are playing a comedy. It's like we are an actor on a stage, and maybe you should ask yourself, are you playing a comedy? Are you sincere? Are you hiding some things? Are you hiding who you really are? This is what this card asks us here. Anyway, here it's important that you start going back in your deeper self and you show the people around you who you really are. But sometimes it's not easy because of the persona, the ego that we have built up. But here it's time that we overcome this. We need to make some changes here, and this is what this card expects from us from the moment. If you make some changes and you slowly move upwards, you will see that this is very beneficial for yourself and also for the people around you. The next card here is that it's time to rebel. What does this card here? Well, actually, it's you see the authority figure here, and here we are the one who's learning on the path. We still have the help wheels here for balancing out here, but here we see here that it's time maybe that we take the wheels off and drive on our own energy. We need to come out against our ego and take back control of our life, who we really are. Here it tells us also you are not accountable to father figures, authority. You are only accountable to your higher self. So it's time here to let go certain symbols of authority. This could be a father figure. This could be somebody who tries to control you. And here, maybe these people, or maybe it's something out of the past, and this father figure or this father image, it still take control over your spirit. So here we are asked to take our luggage with us, come with our feet on the ground, but take control over ourselves. We need to free ourselves from the past here. These are ghosts that are vanished. They still probably scare you here. They put a certain smoke screen in your mind here, but it's time to make them shrink and let them take on a human dimension here. Sometimes this could mean that we are literally physically confronted with some authority figures here. And of course, Mercury is a very smart sign. We can put them at their place in a very diplomatic and smart way. Gemini is a very flexible sign. So anyway, this is done as a human being. Anyway, these people that you are about to meet or that you will meet in the future, they could be a little bit scary for you. Maybe you will you allow them still to control you, but here it's time that we go to another level. You need to forgive these people. They are just giant ghosts, and if you look at them with different eyes and you just let them go, maybe you need to forgive them here. They will lose control over you. This is what we see. Sometimes we physically need to move on. We need to take the help wheels off and go with our own strength. We need to rely on our own power. And the person here who blocks the road, he will just go away here, because as we saw here, the path is clear. We can move on. Anyway, we should not, as I said earlier, there is no accountability to nobody here, only your true self, your higher spirit. For some it means that we have accountability to their God, to their spirituality, whatever is applying here on you. Anyway, we need to listen here to our mind and follow our path fearlessly, even though it's difficult. We need to find the other side of our mind here, and we will see that we move to a next level, an independent level, where the wheels literally come off and we could act like a real rebel here, but rebel in a positive way, and the road will be cleared up for you for moving on. Anyway, Gemini, this is all for the air group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this short philosophical, spiritual, and psychological card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit your role, please check the other three that are immediately connected here. If you are interested in financial card readings, work card readings, or the Lenormand card readings, you can find anything on my channel. It will take you some time, but anyway, you will get a little bit wiser out of it, or it might help you. Anyway, Gemini, I want to thank you for your time. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And I thank you for doing so. So Gemini, bye-bye for now. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Earth or the Stone group for your philosophical, spiritual, and also psychological card reading. As the first card here, maybe we have been hiding ourselves for a long time, and this card tells us it's time to ignite your light, to follow your path here. This points to people who have a very strong spirit. They can be very inspiring to others. Sometimes also it means even that they can lighten others' path, they can heal people around them here. Sometimes also we need to, not only in ourselves, but also we need to recognize that some people literally could lighten our own path. Not only we, but also others could lighten our path here. You see the path here, it leads somewhere, and we follow the path here. Anyway, we need to look around us with this card, and some people around us might have a need to be noticed. It's possible when you look around you, maybe in your close environment, or if you are on somewhere, you get signs and people, their light or their energy is low. Maybe it's about to go out and they need just some communication, or there were some friends of you and we need to rekindle certain fires here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Maybe we need to lend a helping hand here with your light. Maybe there's a form of gratitude needed towards these people. Maybe they helped you before. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, if these people lost their path and you are able to help them, remind them what you liked about them. It's like here, you need to relight their fire here. Don't be afraid to say it loud out, because it will give them energy. If you do so here with this card, this will have a very therapeutic effect on these people if you are able to share with them what are their abilities. Here, this card asks us to be a healer for others. Maybe for a short period of time, you need to come in the stage of a healer, of a teacher. So give a compliment to some people around you. Maybe these are old acquaintances. Maybe these are people that you just meet in your path of life. Maybe this could be a certain person that is close to you. Greet them with their name. Maybe you didn't talk in a long time, but you see that there is something wrong here. Anyway, maybe these people helped you before, you served them before, and it's or they served you before and you need to help here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also that you need to help people out of certain situations. This could be a letter of recommendation that you need to write. It could be simple things here, but here there's some persons in your surroundings that require some of your help and some of your attention. You need to guide them back on their path here. For some people, this could also be a financial help. It's possible that some people that are close to you that don't really share that there is some difficulties. So maybe you give a certain tip to a person, and this person is helped by this tip here. Maybe it's a person who carries your bag, he serves you at a restaurant. Anyway, it could be someone who is close to you that we give some kind of present to that is very important for this person. Anyway, we should also be smiling here at other people here. This can also be like Jeff having a conversation to a homeless person. We could simply greet the neighbor here, even a stranger here. There's a lot of possibilities here, but somebody on your path closely to come will need some moments of attention here in the weeks to come. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, we need to recognize, and we will see that this person has a difficult time here, and maybe he has even difficulties to appreciate what you are saying to us. But if you say these things to him, this will heal him. but also you. It will advance you here. So here we are asked here to share our energy, share our light, and both parties will have an advantage of it. The second card here is that it's time to have some fun. Maybe it's a long time since you celebrated yourself, you had some fun here. Anyway, it points here that we are about to come in a very positive sphere here. Mostly this points to people who have a light in their eyes. They have feel the fire in their belly, the fire of life here. Mostly also this points that people like to be around you. In general, Gemini is a very pleasant sign to be around us, and mostly they can also be quite funny here, and they are an inspiration in a way to others in your personal way. It's possible also that you don't notice it yourself, but there's like a radiance around you, because actually you're very focused in your mind. This is what we are seeing here, and it's like something is above us, like a higher mind. It leads us here, and maybe we are a little bit afraid, but we feel that there is something inside us that we need to share with others. It could make us a little bit shy, maybe even afraid or scared a little bit. But here, if you are true to your mind, you will see that this brings very unexpected results. So also this sharing with others, this celebrating yourself, this tells us it's time to celebrate now this month. Also, it means that people maybe invite you and they like to be around you. This is what we are seeing here. It's like you give them some kind of strength here. We saw this here with the first card already, and here it's confirmed. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, even if we have a strong ego, a strong personality, it's a personality, is something that we build up through the years. This is who we are. But this tells us here that our personality, it can support our higher self, or our ego can support our higher self. It can learn us to do new things here. We need to, here we see that we need to openly celebrate what is in our mind. And if you celebrate openly, you will see that it relaxes you. It relaxes you more, and also the people around you here. When the ego, the personality, and the higher spirit come together, there's a blessing here from the gods upon you. So if you open up for others, you guide them a little bit, you help them celebrate life, here there's a strong blessing upon you. So here it tells us also that we are on the right track here, and something is about to lift off here, because we see the air balloon here. But it also means that probably we are carrying some luggage. We need to let some things go. The negative side sometimes from Gemini is that he keeps on carrying things of the past. It's like the mind of Gemini, it's very flexible, but sometimes also it tends to go in circles. And it's here, this card tells us that maybe we reapplying certain sufferings on us, and we should not. We should celebrate life here, because there's a lot of joyous possibilities here possible. But it's possible that our personality, it can stop thinking, and it's distracting us from the joy of the present moment. And here we are asked, what is our real focus? Are you focused on the present? Are you focused on the past here? Is there some old stories or old things that you are clinging on to? And this card asks you, don't you think it's time to let go and go on a different path, the path of enjoyment, or the path of going in a different way? Sometimes here, here we are asked to focus on the present moment. We need to let go of the past and focus on the present moment. There are here very nice things here coming to you on your path. Your path is about to lighten. Here we celebrate ourselves, and there's a very nice higher future here waiting for you. But you need to go let go of some things here of your past. We are in the stone group, and mostly these people are very grounded. So here we see that we need to drop the stones so the air balloon can lift off here. Anyway, if you do so, you will see that your life is about to change. We we need to notice colors around us. We need to see other feelings, people, events that are happening in our life. Some things are about to change here for the better. And if you don't make certain adjustments in your life and you keep running around in these circles, you are about to miss out very important things that actually are ready to you for be presented, that you can enjoy actually life more, but you need to make some adjustments here. Also here, we are asked to raise our head. And if you apply some changes, some gifts are about to enter you. They are on your doorstep, but if you don't open the door, they cannot come to you. So here you will see, if you make some changes, you celebrate, you ignite others' lights, you find your own light, you lift off, you drop the luggage, you will see that their presence are waiting for you. So Gemini, this is all for the Stone Group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this philosophical, spiritual card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other 3 for Gemini. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Anyway, I want to thank you for your time. Also, if you have interest in word card readings or the classic Lenormand card readings, you can find several different card readings on my channel. Anyway, Gemini, I want to thank you for your time. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And I thank you for doing so. Okay, Gemini, bye-bye for now. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to the Matches or the Fire group for your spiritual, philosophical, and also psychological card reading. As the first card here, we need to speak with kindness. It tells us maybe we need to speak with love. This is what this card here, you see the 2 people here in the gondola. They are kind to each other, and this is asked for you from now. Anyway, here we need to see here with this card, if we communicate, Gemini is the sign of communication. It's ruled by Mercury. And here we see sometimes we talk a little bit too much. And sometimes here it points that we talking carelessly. For some people, this could mean a disturbance. It could stir their emotional behavior. They could get emotionally difficulties if you are not carefully balancing your word. Sometimes we could, if we throw a stone in the water, it creates ripples, and sometimes these could have consequences. We need to be careful here because we have a very strong form of communication here with this card here, and we need to be careful here that we don't make other people scared in the way that we are talking here. For some people, this could go in extreme. There could be some kind of destructive vibration here going on here, so we need to be careful that this, like the ripples in the water, it don't grow larger here as we go along here, because sometimes things tend to come back to us with interest. So if we are in a certain way communicating with people, be careful that this don't come back to you with interests or with vengeance. So we need to be kind here, be careful here. We need to act here in the spirit of human emotions, even though maybe we have difficult times here. But sometimes this is related to certain fears here. So we need to be gentle here and approach people here with kindness, with support, because some people around you here with this card need some kindness around you here. So be careful what you are saying here, because what you are saying, what you are talking about, it has gonna have a very big impact on the people around you. So don't create any fear here with this card here. We need to be careful not to disturb the emotional state of people. We need to act here like an ambassador of peace here. Also, maybe it's time to forgive. Maybe it's time to respect people in a way here. This is what we are seeing here, and we need to find the cheerful spirit of Gemini, of Mercury back here. We need to reassure people here with positive words, with kind words, and maybe even with love. Anyway, here our minds tells us we need to consider the influence, the impact that we have on others. So be careful here what you're saying, what you're speaking about, so there is no trouble for yourself and for other people. The mind of Gemini is a magnificent instrument here, and it can heal others if words are very well directed. This is what we are seeing here. So this is the message here that you get from the higher spirits here. There could be a storm around you, but here we are seeing here that we need to go in the dance of life, that we need to go into people, work together with you. We need to create here a kind of serenity here. And here we are asked not only to create serenity, because the next card, here it tells you if you make some adjustment and you communicate in the right way, you're about to get some light in your eyes, because also this points that we are very energetic. There is a fire in our belly, there's a spirit in our eyes here, and mostly it points that also people like to be around us. So it's very important that you be careful what you are saying, because if you are careful what you're saying here, you will see that people really appreciate your company or could be an inspiration for others. So stay present in this moment, because and focus your mind, because this is a very important period for you here. You need to let your higher peaceful mind lead you here, and have joy with others here with this combination. We need to take certain masks off. We see the people here, they are dancing with a mask here. We need to take the mask off and show them who we really are, show our true mind, and this will have very positive results if we do so. It's time here to celebrate with others, to celebrate ourselves here. And if you do so, if you make small adjustments and you communicate in the right way, you will see that people really invite you, that they want to have you around. This is what we are seeing here. You will have some kind of illumination effect on them here, an inspiring effect here. This is what we are seeing here. This means that you know how to pose strong, but be careful here. It's best here that we approach it in another way. We guide this words to compliments with others, and we need to teach our personality. Our ego is about to teach our personality here, that we need to be supporting others rather than fighting them on a mental level here. You are about to learn some new things, and some nice things are about to come to you if you change your approach. Anyway, if you openly celebrate your mind, your ego, or the fears or the anger that you feel in yourself, you will see that your ego will more relax. If you help others, you communicate in the right way here, you see this is the card of blessings. And if you approach the things in a different way and you go with the dance of life, you help others here, we see that our life could be really blessed. There are about some things to come. And it tells us, if you are careful with your words, that you are about to come on the right track, and this is the right track for you. So stay on the course of celebrating your life. The last card here, it means that because we have a lot of energy, that we need to share our energy with others in a positive way. We all have certain gifts. In many cases, these gifts are related to flexibility. Gemini is very flexible. It's the sign of the flexible mind here. It has a lot of energy. Anyway, we are asked to share. Sometimes this points that we are unwilling to share because we don't find the right reasons. We don't find the cause important enough. We feel it makes no difference here, but this is like a trap that we are building for ourselves. This is a trap built so, and then we go in the stage that we don't want to share. And here we see that that we need to come in a sphere of kindness and sharing. It's like something above us asks us. You see, there's the person here, she offers a meal to another person, and we need to share something. This could be sharing of many things, lending a hand, whatever it is here, cook a meal for somebody. This is what we are seeing here. Normally, this card, it don't appear so often, but excuse me, this time this is asked from you to help others here, to believe in others, their spirit, and to share your energy with them. Sometimes also we need to develop skills for listening. We need to stay calm for others. If we are nervous here, we are asked to stay calm for others. This could, as I said, this could mean that you lend them a helping hand, you cook a meal, you arrange something for them, you do grocery for them, you get something for them with your car. Anyway, we need to lend sometimes our strength here, and here we are asked to be patient. It's like we're cooking an extensive meal. It takes some time to cook it. We need to be patient. Some meals take a lot of time, especially like, for instance, marinades. I'm just giving an example here, but here we need to be patient here for getting a very good result here. Here we see with this card, if we look in the bottom of our heart here, we can share a lot with others, and this card asks you to share, be calm for others, celebrate yourself, and communicate in a balanced, harmonious way. You need to get in the dance of love and a lot of the share with others here, and we will see here that doors that are about to open if you do so. Anyway, Gemini, also don't be shy to share gifts. Gemini has a lot of gifts. He's ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the only god that can come everywhere. He can go from to heaven, he can go to hell. He has access to all parts of our community in our life here. So you need to share those gifts here with kindness. Anyway, Gemini, this is all for the fire group. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this philosophical spiritual card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check the other three that are connected here. I'm sure one of the four will fit you. If you are interested in work card readings, financial card readings, or the classic Lenormand card readings, you can find them on my channel. Anyway, Gemini, I want to thank you for your time, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, and I thank you for doing so, Gemini. Bye-bye, and take care.